we're going to go on to this next part, which is more of the self-reflection, or you can call it self-coaching as well. And it's basically just taking a bit of time to reflect, and especially after you've done your self-massage, you're in a state where you're more relaxed, the body, mind's a bit more open. So whatever comes up, I always find that it tends to be more true, it tends to be more honest, because we are already in that softened, relaxed state. Thank you, Dudin. Okay, so take your time. If you want to take your pen and paper to journal, that's fine too. Otherwise, we usually just put your hand somewhere over a part that you have softened and you feel is you want to spend a bit more time with. Okay, so just a quick readout of the passage from this Pisces full moon section of the book Power Wish by Keiko, the astrologer. And I just think it's very nice to kind of hear what she has to say about this full moon in particular. So I'm just reading out from the laptop that I have here. Okay, so it just says, Pisces excels at clearing out. You can also call it cleaning on an emotional level and spiritual level. And in our daily lives, we meet many people, we experience many different things. We also often feel heartbroken, sad, tormented by anxiety and fear. And in doing so, we end up accumulating all kinds of complex emotions without even knowing it. It is the Pisces full moon that heals our wounded hearts. Wow. Okay, so it says the full moon is very much like a huge washing machine. It possesses the type of energy that is capable of entirely washing away all of the emotional waste that has built up in the back of our minds, such as puzzlement, anxiety, anger, regret, sadness, jealousy. And this full moon, due to, this full moon is an eclipse, which makes it a more powerful version of the full moon. Okay, and she also writes about how the saying, let bygones be bygones, is as if it were invented especially for this full moon. If you're harboring any negative feelings, wish for them to naturally disappear. Don't forget that forgiveness is the greatest love of all. So I think it's really nice to listen to this statement. And one thing that is always a central part also of this self-massage method is the element of love for yourself, because not only are you taking the time to care for your body, but in doing so, it's also that practice of constantly having that time you spend for yourself, giving yourself the love in all its different forms, love in the form of kindness and gentleness, how you are to your body today, love in the form of acceptance for how you are right now in this state. It's a current condition, and though we may want to be in some other better, more optimized state, we have our goals for ourselves, body or mind or heart, but it is how it is right now, and there's the element of accepting this is how you are in the current moment, and that's a form of love as well. And then there's also the love that is in the form of forgiveness for what you couldn't do, how you couldn't take care of yourself better in the past. All these things are a form of love as well. And I think when we take the time to feel into this loving practice, it's really something that helps to nourish us on so many levels, and it's a part of helping us to get to where we want to be. Alright, so I was thinking that for the self-coaching reflection section, it will also be about reflecting on this past month, things that we have done. Is there anything that you want to change, do differently moving forward? And so what you can do is, get a bit of water, calm down, and Dorcas, your armpits are so warm now. Oh, thank you for the good energy. Yeah, Tia, forgive and be grateful. I think this is really the energy, right? The feeling for this full moon. So yeah, thank you for sharing. So I think we'll just do a little bit of self-reflection. I've got some questions here, and you can take the time to feel your body, which part feels like it needs a little bit of your hands over the body. Okay, and I'll ask a few questions that you can think about and reflect. So I will just put my hands over the chest here. It is really feeling much warmer than before. Okay, so you can take in a few deep breaths. Close your eyes gently if you want to. So it's the middle of September, enjoying this full moon. And when you look back on this past month, I want you to think about how, number one, is there anything that you are really glad that you did? Take the time to reflect. Whatever comes up, just take it without judgment. So is there anything that you are really glad that you did? And then next question is, what made you really happy? What made you really happy? And of course, whenever we have happy moments, we may also have moments that were sad or frustrating. So just to think back, what made you feel sad or frustrated? What made you feel sad or frustrated? Is there something that comes to mind that you wish you could have done differently? Is there something that comes to mind that you wish you could have done differently? Is there something that you wish you had done better? Is there something that you wish you had done better? And whatever comes up, just take a moment to be with yourself. You can say sorry. Take a moment to say to yourself, I forgive you. You did the very best you could at that point in time. You did the very best that you could, given all that you knew, given the information that you had, and you were really trying your very best. So take a moment to be with yourself and to acknowledge that you were doing your very best at all this while. Alright, and then just take a moment to tune in to the body that you have just massaged. Is there anything that you would like to say to your body? Is there anything that you would like to say to your body? And moving forward, when we want to streamline things, not just in our body, but also in our lives, it's so important to adjust and recalibrate and reflect on what we want to do, and as importantly also to reflect on what are the things you don't want to do anymore of, what are the things you want to clear out. So what is something that you want to stop doing moving forward? What is something that you want to stop doing moving forward? And as we move forward towards the second part of September, what is something that you feel really excited and happy to do more of? What is something that you feel really excited and happy to do more of? And lastly, what small step are you going to take starting tomorrow? What small step are you going to take starting tomorrow? Okay, and then you're going to just take a moment to say thank you to the body. Thank you to the arms that you've just softened a bit. Thank you to the chest wall, to the neck, your face line, your neckline. Thank you for always supporting every day, helping us to do all the things that we love, to be with the people we love, and to support us all the time. Thank you so much. And then you can gently open your eyes. And yeah, so that is a little bit of self-coaching and self-reflection for this full moon. And let me know how you feel. If there's anything that came up, feel free to share. Yeah, for me, I think something that I'm really glad that I did was to do these Lily Nudge seminars that have been going on in the past few weeks, and we've got one final seminar day this weekend on one final seminar day this weekend on Saturday. Looking forward to meeting everybody who's going to come by and learn leg self-massage. And even though it's been a tiring experience, but I think it's just I'm so happy that I'm doing these seminars to share and to teach and to also get to know more in depth, people all the lovely ladies have come, and everybody is working with their own challenges, but also for their own goals and taking active steps to improving their health, improving their lives. So it's been very, very inspirational. I'm very happy about that. And I think something that I wish I could have done differently: sleep earlier. This is something that is coming up a lot. So it's also something that I want to start taking tomorrow, like setting a timer for all my, everybody is not perfect, and for however much I've been trying to optimize my routines, sleep earlier is something that has been constantly coming up. So this is the small step I'm taking tomorrow, or starting tonight. Yes, and I think moving forward, something I feel happy and excited to do more of would really be to refine my routines more, because I have also been realizing the importance of building in all these routines that are going to be those foundational self-care elements, and moving forward to really build up capacity for work, for life. I'm really starting to realize how important it is to try and get these systems in place for my self-care. So nature walks or exercise, movement. I've been actually more intentional about putting things into the schedule, and I'll share more about these details if you're interested to hear. But it's really that realization that not just the self-massage as a self-care practice, but other things that are the foundations. With a good foundation, you can build on and do more things with like a greater capacity of energy, and constantly like fine-tuning how you're feeling and what you're capable of doing in every step. So it's so important that we get these systems in place, and each system will be different depending on who we are and where we are in life, right? So I think taking the time to, first of all, come back to ourselves with the self-massage, it is so important. And thank you everybody for joining today as well. And thank you Tia and Tiasha. Let me know how you feel, what kind of realizations you might have had about yourself during this session. If there's anything you're working towards, anything that you want to incorporate more of in this coming month, feel free to share also in the comments below. I'm gonna put up this post, and for anyone who is watching after that, feel free to share your thoughts and what you're working towards as always. And thank you Siyu, I'll see you on Saturday. Thank you for joining. So thank you everybody for joining in on this self-massage session, and let me know if you have any questions. I'll be putting up more information also coming up for intro to Lily Nach self-massage workshop, which is going to be in November at Join the Co. It's at Duxton, and I'll put up more information about that. Also going to do some year-end seminars, and very excitingly, facial self-massage seminar is something I'm planning as well. So if you're interested to find out more details or to be on the notifications waitlist, I've got a link up in the bio above, and you can write in your email, things that you're interested to learn, concerns that you have. So feel free to share, and I am looking forward to connecting with you. Alright, have a good evening everyone. Thank you. Bye.